Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
This is Jeremiah Mayyhem. Everybody, you listen to BODS Mayhem Hour. This is the Hour of Mayhem. It's Jeremiah Mayyhem, and we're here to show you what metal is all about. Check him out. Get at it.
The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I'm your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather. As always, I'm bringing you guys awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a privilege to have Mr. Jeremiah Mayyhem. He's the lead vocalist of Concrete Dream. New Jersey-based quartet Concrete Dream will release their self-titled album June 28th via E-Train Records. And also, Concrete Dream has premiered their music video single, Pit Trap, featuring Hyro The Hero, which is out now. So, Jeremiah, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
How's it been working with MSOPR so far? How's it been working with those guys and gals?
Amazing. They've been showing us a lot of love and support, and they really believe in the project. And it's just a big blessing that that we're even getting that much love from them, being that we're such a new band. So something's there, something's coming in.
That's exactly right, my friend. And especially what you guys are doing, I think with working with Hyro The Hero plus other rap metal bands out there, it's pretty cool what you guys are doing, actually.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, man. I've been really inspired by both genres. I'm a metalhead that grew up in the projects, and blending these both cultures to me has been a real big deal my whole life. And I'm just finally, glad that I finally got it down to a science to where the masses are appreciating it. And we got an album that's going to rock the world, man. I mean that. Serious.
And I think it's cool, too, that I'm seeing these music festivals that are branching over and bridging that gap a little bit to bring in rap and rap metal bands.
Yeah, we were very lucky to have Heavy Fest put us on, and they're one of the first dubstep, hip-hop, and metal festivals to really organize everything and cater to all three of those genres. And it was in the Palladium at Worcester, Mass., and it was amazing. We got so much love out there. And just to see everybody rocking with the metal heads and the hip-hop heads and the dubstep heads, it's a blending of the culture that, this has been done before, and now it's just going to be done in a different way, and which I'm so excited about.
It's like I've always said, man, a lot of this stuff just comes back around in circles. Everything just keeps cycling through.
I know. Very fortunate that, we were just able to open up with Hip Hop Legends MOP at Diablo Fest this past Friday at the Brooklyn Bazaar, and just getting the vibe out about Fizzy Womack and, them, it was just intense for me as being a New Yorker, New Jersey, New York, listening to New York hip-hop my whole life. It's just been a blessing, and Danny Diablo and our label has really shown us a lot of support, and the streets of New York have spoken. We're definitely that new rap metal band that's holding down, the East Coast. Like, we just opened up for POD at Nonpoint, and we did the whole East Coast, Northeast portion of their Full Circle tour, which was a great opportunity to show people that this genre is alive on a local level. Not only that are the legends that are still doing it, but, we here to rock. We're really here to show people that this genre is alive.
You guys premiered your music video single, Pit Trap, featuring Hyro The Hero. How was working with him on this? And let's talk about the song a little bit. How did all this come together?
Oh, man, it was amazing, man. Seriously, Hyro's an awesome person. Dale, it's funny story how it came together. The famous director, Dale Rage, The Real Rage, he actually showed Hyro the track, because he's great friends with my manager, and he shot the video Pit Trap. And Hyro loved the track, and he jumped on it. They sent me the verse, and I was like, this is amazing. And it was just, we welcomed him with open arms. I mean, we're both trying to lead this genre into the new wave, and we could only do it together. Divided, we're not really going to conquer much. Together, we show that there's a big movement happening. So it was really fortunate to work with him, and he loved the message of the song, being that we're both hip-hop metalheads. The mosh pit's really where we let out a majority of our anger growing up as, young gentlemen in the show scene and the rock and roll scene. And, that's a real escape. Everybody can relate to it. What metalhead can't relate to being in the pit trap and letting out this frustration that you deal with your everyday life and going to a show and really, letting it all out, you know what I mean, and not caring about what the world thinks of you and what's going on in society. You know, when we go to shows and we step into the scene, you know, that's our world. That's your place of peace.
Yep.
You know, for a lot of these kids and a lot of people, I feel, you know, we're all suffering in different ways. You know, nobody's struggle is bigger than the next. So going to a show is where we all could unify and show that love and appreciation for music, man. Dying out right now.
You hit the nail on the head right there, Jeremiah. I mean, you're completely right. I mean, music is therapy. It's our release. It's our relief. It's our sanctuary. It's our escape.
It is, man, and like, seriously, I feel like now more than ever, we need more of these fusion bands, and we need more of these crossover bands, and we need more bands doing tracks with each other, like Hyro and I did, and we could show people that we all can link up. This has been done before, like with Soulfly and Fred Durst, Bleed. I can name a list of blending bands and everybody doing collabs, and, you know, think about the Family Values tour and what that did for the scene back in the day. And you know what I mean? Like, we could really bring that back, bring this new metal wave back. And there's a lot of other bands. I want to give a big shout out to the Guillotines, who are on Stay Sick Records, and you know, they're moving the movement too. You got the Dropout Kings that are making noise. So this trap metal thing is really spreading, and it's spreading all across the country. And I'm just glad that Concrete Dream is really representing New York and New Jersey and really holding it down, because we come from, you know, I come from the legends. I got El Nino, E-Town Concrete, Starhead. We got all these people that, you know, we grew up listening to, and we representing this region right now. So that's why I feel like, you know, Concrete Dream has a big responsibility, especially being from the Northeast.
What's impressed or excited you the most about making this self-titled album, if anything, Jeremiah? What sticks out the most for you about it, man?
This album, to me, sticks out. It just shows genuine, you know, we left it a self-titled album because, you know, Concrete Dream is about life and about human emotion. And, you know, it's about representing what that you could live your dream and still, you know, be old, or, you know, nobody should be telling you otherwise not to do what you got to do. You know what I mean? You should be living your dream no matter what, and that's what this record's about.
Any songs standing out more to you than any right now on the album?
There's so many. I mean, we're dropping, it's a 10-song album. The one that there's 3 that stick out to me the most. I mean, obviously Pit Trap, we just went over. And, you know, there's a song called Hero on it, which is about a bunch of soldiers, about a soldier that, you know, went through, you know, the army and came back, and, you know, kind of was just like, you know, not really working out for him. It didn't work out for him out there. It's not working out for him out here. And the second verse is about 9/11 and my, you know, my aspect of it. You know, I grew up, you know, 9/11 for me was a big deal. You know, I grew up right across the river, and a lot of people were affected by that, by me, and we all were, the whole country was. So I really wanted to, you know, shed light on that and shed light on, you know, the real heroes of this country, the soldiers and the service workers that really don't get represented a lot. And I feel like it's our duty to, you know, represent them. And we're a blue-collar band, you know, all my guys, we all work with our hands. And, you know, my bass player is a teacher, and, you know, we all, like, you know, love, you know, society. We want to be functioning members of it. So Hero really, like, stands for that. And then we have another song which is dope. It's like actually our heaviest song on the record, and we're actually leaking that song before the record drops. That drops on June 7th. It's called Buckout Road. It's our first horror trap metal song. I've been really inspired by the horror genre and a lot of bands, and really moving. Big shout out to Iceland Kills and our producer Ricky Armelino and that whole camp. And they kind of, you know, got us to write a little scary joint for the people, for the horror fan lovers. So that record means a lot to me as well. And it's so heavy, so the metal purists are really gonna feel it.
You can't go wrong with a horror song. There's no way about it.
Nope. I can't wait for you to hear it. It's awesome. I compare it to like Eminem Stan meets Suicidal Tendencies. It's
Wow.
on some other shit. Really.
I can't wait to hear this, man. I'm looking forward to it now. Was it hard to choose between the current set of songs on this album? Which one would be the first single, let alone a video, before Hyro helped out on Pit Trap, possibly?
Yeah, you know, it's funny. There's another song. You know, I'm also inspired by a lot of classic movies, and one film was John Carpenter's They Lived.
Oh, nice.
It's one of my all-time favorite movies. And the message of that movie with, you know, the whole, like, obey thing, and so, you know, living the society through these fog glasses and, you know, these messages. The song Obey was going to be the original single we were going to drop, and we ended up running with Pit Trap, being that, you know, we wanted to really show the blend of the trap and the metal mix, you know, especially getting Hyro on it. So Obey kind of took the back seat as the first single, but Obey is another song that that's really going to stand out on the record. And then there's some deep songs. I mean, there's See You Later, which is probably our deepest song on the record, which is it's a tearjerker. It's about losing someone that you love, and, you know, almost losing someone and gaining them, and realizing that, you know, how much the certain person means to you, and you won't realize it before it's gone. And, You know, we have some deep records, man. We really do. It gives me chills just talking about it. It got me stuttering. Like, that's how deep our record.
Who's doing the album artwork or photo work on this album, Jeremiah?
It's really awesome, man. I could describe it to you because it's very urban, it's very New York, very Hudson County, dirty Jersey, very street, but at the same time it's very relatable. And it's awesome. It has this little grapher dude that, you know, it's inspired by, you know, one of our biggest fans is my nephew, and he's like this little 4-year-old kid that literally like idolizes the band, and he just loves art, and he's always painting and living life. And I feel like Concrete Dream is a band about life, and it's a band about, like, you know, you could go up against all odds. So it's this little dude that just did this big graph piece, and it's kind of unbelievable how somebody so little could do something so big. But that's the whole concept of Concrete Dream. You know, we're the underdog band. Like, that's the way I look at it. Like, you know, like, we're the band that's going to come out and show people that, you know, you could really do this and not have to invest so much of, you know, your morality. You know what I mean? You can really do this and still be pure, you know, and still be righteous. And that's what the album cover represents, I feel.
This album was recorded and mixed and produced by Ricky Armelino. You worked with him previously.
Ricky Armelino, the singer of Hawk and the guitar player of Ice Nine Kills.
Yeah.
And he was formerly the singer of This of the Apocalypse, and he's just an amazing man. He really pushed me to sing, and he really pushed me to, you know, to my next level in the band. And the way he meshes with us, I mean, we're with him for life. I mean, I couldn't see it any other way, making songs than anybody else. And we were able to record at Think Loud Studios, big up to Think Loud, the same place August Burns Red records, and a lot of other bands, that band live also that records there, or the singer owns it or something like that. And they were fortunate to let us record there, which was a big honor, being that we're, you know, an underdog band, and, you know, we're really, you know, we're on a small independent label. We, you know, we're blue collar, and we're just happy to be there, man. So Ricky made that all happen for us and really, you know, planted us and gave us an identity. Because before Ricky, I feel like I really wasn't going to sing on the record. I was just going to scream and rap, and my bass player was going to do some of the singing. And Ricky really, you know, pushed us to sing. Big ups to Ricky Armelino, man. He's such a talented man, and what he's doing with Ice Nine Kills right now. And we're on the same PR, Ice Nine Kills and us. It's so funny we have to be on the same PR. And it's just, you know, it's really, I'm really fortunate to be even attached to that camp, and it's a good fortune for us.
And plus, it's good to work with somebody who knows exactly what you guys are looking for when you're going to create an album.
Well, that's what's great about him, is that Ricky's that outside perspective. Like, he's that, you know, he's such a technical musician. Like, he reads music, and, you know, he really understands music theory. And we're so, like, you know, old school, DIY, we all taught ourselves. And we're from, like, different aspects of the game, which is awesome. So when we come together, I feel like that's how we were able to make this monstrous record. You know, especially, you know, my manager was also a big part of it. Big shout out to Don Caprio. He was a big part of the writing process in the studio, and sat with us there for that week and Think Loud. It was a team effort, man. I mean, this wasn't just me. This was a real team effort, and like every great record, there's a team behind it. You know, all the great records have a team. So I'm fortunate that I had this team.
What do you hope everyone takes away from this new album, or message you hope to hear while listening to it, or just any of Concrete Dream's music in general, man?
Never to give up hope, and really follow your dreams, and really believe in the story of the underdog. Like, no matter what, you know, you could get through it. And, you know, you're not the only one alone. I feel like a lot of people in this world, you know, with all this suicide that's going on, and with all these youngsters and all this craziness that's going on, there's so much hate. And I feel like we're not alone, and we all, you know, we really show that we're not alone, and we all could be there for each other, especially at the shows where it really counts, and we're all together with the same energy. You know, that's the message I want people to take away, that, you know, you could be there for somebody and not have to, you know, be there for them. You could still be there. You don't have to, like, just leave people in the dark. We're all going through it. And I feel like that's something that people are ignorant to. So that's the message of Concrete Dream, is, you know, human emotion, and to really take away, like, you know, believe in yourself and not, you know, disbelieve yourself. That's the problem. That's why all the songs evolve around the day-to-day life of the ups and downs of losing your girlfriend, losing your job, you know, battling through the hood, whether you got to sell drugs or whether you got to coming from the trailer park. You know, I reach out to everybody. I've had so much life experience, and I've seen so much poverty, and I've seen so much, you know, I've seen the richest people, the richest kids, and I've seen the poorest kids. And, you know, I really felt like I wanted to talk to everybody on this record, because everybody's dealing with different problems. And that was what I meant before. No man's struggle is bigger than the next. You know, that's why we all got to live a concrete dream. And being from Jersey, you're made out of concrete. That's why I just, you know, really wanted to show the world that.
Do you see yourself still musically growing from where it started from, or has it just been more of a personal growth with all of you guys involved in this?
This has been such a journey for me. My whole life I've been doing music and evolving as a singer and as a frontman for this band. I feel like I have so much more to do and so much more to grow. And every show we play, we get better. It's just intense, and I feel like I'm growing more in the studio. Like, I can't wait to get back in there for the second record. I just can't wait to show the world all the hard work that we put in on this record, because this is the flagship right here. So we're just right now, I want to just take away, like, learning from everybody I can. And I've been so fortunate along the line of my career to learn from a lot of great people. Big ups to El Nino, and big ups to Dragpipe. Big ups to, Danny Diablo. I mean, I have a lot of OGs that really believe in me, and I was very fortunate.
When you come into the studio, do you like to do anything differently during the writing and recording process? I know that's two different concepts, but do you like to do anything differently that lets you escape or keeps your mind fresh and open to not let this music get stale for you?
Seriously, when I get into the studio, like, to me, I literally, like, I've always dreamt about this as a kid. I've always foresaw this. And when I'm there, I feel like I have deja vu. You ever heard that expression? Like, you've been there? So I feel very at ease when I'm there. And, I wouldn't have it in the way. I like the fact that Ricky and my manager challenged me, and they pushed me to be the best version of myself and the best frontman I could be and singer. Because, I have the toughest job, It really is all eyes on me, and I'm the one that has to make a difference to somebody. It's different when people idolize it, but the lyrics, I feel like lyrics really move people and really can lead people a certain direction. So I try to stay at ease in the studio and just be happy.
What can fans expect at a show from Concrete Dream who have not got to see you guys live as of yet? What are they going to get when they come to see you all?
We're about to hopefully hit this tour soon. We're expecting the tour after we release the album. So we're in talks with a lot of different booking agent companies. They're all looking at us, which is very thankful of. And we're intense, man. Live, like, my bass player is intense. He spins his bass. He literally, like, you just better be ready, because live, you don't know what to expect. We really just let it all out. It's pretty intense. You can see some of our live performance clips on Instagram and Facebook. We're going to drop some more live performance clips up on YouTube, because our live shows are intense, especially this last one we just did with Hyro. Hyro came out on stage and started that ballroom, and we got crazy, and the crowd went wild. And I was lucky to open up when I opened up for CKY not too long ago. I was lucky to crowd surf, and the crowd actually caught me and brought me back to the stage. Big ups to Poughkeepsie for that, because that would have sucked. And we let it all out. Like, like I said, like, we got nothing to lose. This is all we got. This is it for us. We're wolves at the end of our rope, so that's why we're the most dangerous. That's hard.
Yeah, I'm a big guy. I don't see myself crowd surfing. The first time I say I'm going to crowd surf, it's going to part like a sea, and everybody just going to watch me fall.
That's how I felt was going to happen, and I was so thankful for the people that caught me. And I couldn't believe they caught me, but something just told me to do it. My instinct just really told me to let go. I really believe in, believing in your gut. I've always been a gut believer, a firm believer of just believing in the internal clock.
We're living in the digital era of recording albums to get music out quicker, and now we got social media to reach out to more folks. Do you like this, Jeremiah, that we're living in right now, or no?
I come from the cusp of both eras, so I think it's awesome, and then I think it kind of sucks too, because I feel like we lost the thrill of buying new music with the digital era. There's like no more thrill factor behind it. Mm-hmm. And, there's like the artwork is different. You can't grab it. I mean, a lot of people still have CDs, that's obviously, but the whole rush of going to a record store, to me, that was magical. So I'm always going to miss that. I'm always going to miss going to like FYE or Coconuts or, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other music lovers are. But at the end of the day, it's also awesome because I'm able to listen to so many more new bands and connect with so many more different people. And that's the whole point of music. It really is to connect. It's not about selling records. And it's not about, not buying a record. I think streaming services are awesome because you can really, really always have a different mood. Sometimes people need songs to get through their day. So what's good about Spotify and all these other streaming services, there is a song for every mood. And, there's a way to get through something, which I think is awesome. So there's the good and bad of it, the duality of it.
And plus, I think people are missing the days where you had to wait and go buy the next issue of your favorite magazine, like Hit Parader or Circus Magazine, to find out what your band was doing. I mean, it's kind of lost that mystique, if you know what I mean.
Yes, it does.
Because
majorly.
Because I had to wait to go find Hit Parader or Circus Magazine to know what my favorite artist was doing. I didn't.
Oh my God. I used to love buying Revolver, and I used to love buying Circus. I used to love buying all those things. I used to literally cut out every one of my rock stars and hang them on my wall.
Yeah.
Like, literally, like, it was insane. I had, like, my own master concert. I used to make, like, my own, like, super groups with all the different rock stars, and I would just, like, combine them. It's a different time now, man. I mean, you know, you got 5-year-old kids with iPads, man, that, like, work it better than I do, you know?
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, my little cousins can work them better than I can, for sure. That's a God's honest truth.
That's fact. You know, so it's like, you know, we live in this era where we really have to adapt with the times and run with it, so, you know, in different ways. And it's gonna work. It's gonna be awesome, man. We just gotta have faith, and we gotta, like, you know, appreciate the change of times. We can't, like, just go against it. A lot of people go against it, and that's what makes it, you know, unrad. But you have to just go with it, you know. It's something we all gotta learn, you know.
What made you want to become a musician? What was that spark for you that said, yeah, that's what I want to do?
Oh, man, I've been wanting to be a musician since I was a little boy. I mean, there's pictures of me playing guitar at 3 years old. My father was a manager for a rock and roll band in the early 90s. And my grandma was a Puerto Rican hippie from the Bronx. So, you know, I was very fortunate to just always be around, like, watching rock stars and watching rock shows and listening to, you know, the Doors and the Beatles and Ozzy Osbourne and Maiden. I was very fortunate to have a rock and roll family, so big ups to my family for that.
Is there a country that stands out or shocks you that Concrete Dream gets support from, or your music gets played in that area?
Brazil, Russia, and Australia are giving us a lot of. I saw or I heard they're giving us a lot of support, and that was I was definitely a little shocked about that. But which is awesome, man. I've never been to any of those places. So just the fact that our music's getting out there is insane to me.
Is there a band on the bucket list that you would like to tour with, or maybe even do an old school album split with? And I'm sure you have a lot, but is there just one that tops that list?
All right, I gotta pick 5. I mean, you know what? I've already scratched one off the bucket list in theory, because we're very fortunate to have Sid from Slipknot, the DJ Starscream.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing the remix to our record, Pit Trap, with Hyro The Hero.
Nice.
So to me, that was just like I almost, you know, Slipknot to me is one of my all-time favorite bands, and it was so unreal that when I found that out, and just to be affiliated with the almighty Slipknot to me was a huge honor, being that we're, you know, just such a fresh band, and you know, we really haven't even hit the world that hard yet. You know, we just kind of just launched, you know. So that was an honor. So being able to work from somebody from the Slipknot camp was huge. You know, obviously I've always wanted to tour with Limp Bizkit, you know, Fred Durst, you know, and Kid Rock. And these guys impacted me so heavy when I was a young boy. Like, I couldn't even describe to tell you, you know, they just impacted me. You know, we just opened up for POD, and that was huge. And Nonpoint, those 2 people I idolize. So I've been scratching a lot of bucket lists off, which is awesome. But we still have a lot left.
Folks, June 28th will be the release of Concrete Dream's self-titled release album date. You want to get out and pick this up, please also get out and pick up their EP that came out last year called Relationship. You want to get out and pick up that as well. Trust me, you will not be disappointed in this band's music. Jeremiah, how can folks stay in touch with you all?
You can hit us on Instagram at concrete_dream_. We are very, very active on that. We talk to all of our fans. We talk to a lot of people. If you have a problem, you can just DM us anything you want. We'll talk you through anything. If you need help shopping, my bass player is a personal trainer. We get you eating right. You need help. You just want to talk to somebody before you want to, you know, make a bad decision. We're all great people. We're great listeners. So please hit us on the Instagram. Get at us on Facebook. Go like that Concrete Dream page on Facebook, Concrete Dream. Go hit us on the Twitter. I mean, we're very active on social media, and we all handle the accounts. So please get at us on it.
Before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my show?
Oh, man, no problem. This is Jeremiah Mayyhem. Everybody, you listen to BODS Mayhem Hour. This is the Hour of Mayhem. It's Jeremiah Mayyhem, and we're here to show you what metal is all about. Check him out. Get at it.
Everybody stick around. We've got some great stuff coming up, and you only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link, YouTube link, and soon our Twitch link. Also, get out and check out Concrete Dream, and you will not be disappointed. Their new album, self-titled album, comes out June 27th via E-Train Records. And also get out and pick up.
Stand up.
Also get out and pick up their previous EP called Relationship. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Jeremiah, I wish you guys the best of luck, my friend.
Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you, man.
to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
The best part of waking up is BODS in your cup. You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.